Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you very much for watching my videos and also for your request to make a part 2. I just wanted to say all of my videos are made without a script. They're made without any planning, written bullet points or anything, which is why they're a bit bitty and all over the place. So I'm going to try to stick to sort of a theme at least, because I don't want you guys feeling confused after these videos. Anyway, this is part 2 of how to be successful. I think the last one was just me doing a brain dump and telling you what I think. Part 2, I think I'll try to keep it more succinct and more in an order so it makes sense. Now, the most important thing about being successful in life is to make sure you understand what success means to you. Success means different things to different people. To one person it may mean fame, the other person it may mean money, another person it may mean changing the world for the better, creating a medicine or a cure for some disease, or I don't know, doing good for the world. For others it may just mean having more time with your family and loved ones. And for others it could just be a combination of these things. So first of all, if you're going to be successful in life, make sure you make a list of various things that I'm going to talk through, and then really put the pros and cons and weigh them out to fully understand with truth and honesty to yourself, what is the purpose, what do you think is your end goal, and what's success for you. So the second thing is, on that list that you create, is to figure out what it is that you're really good at. Because if you're good at something, it doesn't matter what it is. It might be cleaning windows, it might be creating silicone chips, it may be anything. If you're good at something and you work hard at it, you'll become exceptional. If you're bad at something, you work hard at it, you'll just become mediocre. My advice is, ignore the things that you're bad at and hire people who can do them very well, and focus on your abilities, because you'll become exceptional. That old saying and advice that, oh, if you're not good at something, try harder, work over and over again, waste of time. There are plenty of people in this world who can do those things. Skills vary from person to person, so your skill would be exceptional in your hands. Right, so focus on that. This is something that most people would not want to hear, but you need to cut out some people from your life. Now, these are the kind of people who are weighing you down. These are the people around you who are negative, who, for whatever reason, based on their own psychology, based on their own past experiences and life, they don't believe in themselves, or they don't believe in you, or they're critical and skeptical about life. They're just going to put doubts in your head and bring you down. So these people, cut them out of your life. You can make new friends, you can make new acquaintances, your social circle will grow again. Family members, you can't sometimes cut them out, but maybe see them less often. You want to surround yourself by like-minded people who are interested in the kind of things you're interested in, who have the same drive and passion like yourself. Because those are the kind of people who get your juices flowing. They'll promote you in your endeavors. They will help you become the most successful person that you are. They'll also challenge you, and they will bring you down to earth. They will guide you, and all of the right things that you need in your life. So again, this may not apply to everyone, but it's very important to remember that if you're surrounded by negative people, they're going to weigh you down, they're going to put doubts in your head, and they're going to steer you away from the path of success. They'll bring you down to a path of security. Success and security don't work hand in hand most of the time. Now, Next thing to understand is, for every idea that you come up with, there are three very, very important elements. You can have millions of amazing ideas, and I can assure you, what you think is unique, there'll be at least 8 or 10 people around the world thinking about the same thing at the same time that you are thinking about it. That's just statistics. 7 billion people, the population. What you need to understand is timing is everything, and there are three elements to every business and success: idea, investment, and the implementation of that. So you can remember it as 3 I's: idea, implementation, investment. So if you have a great idea and you don't have the investment, a lot of the times it's very hard to kick off and do something with it. And then if you have an idea and you have the investment and you don't have the right executioner who can work on your plan and deliver the end results, you'll still have the same problem. That's something I do, because I'm one of those people who, I develop ideas, I come up with ideas, but most of the time I nurture and develop ideas and then execute them, because I'm really good at that and organizing. So I'm that other person, and there are other people like me that one of you will need, because if you are a creative person, it's very likely that you are not good at operational stuff. You're not good at putting structure around things. And also, why do you want to waste your time taking yourself away from what you're really good at and start focusing on something that someone else can do? So hire someone else who can do your execution, and then you can focus on creating. One of the business that I talked about that I'm starting or have started is the swimwear business, and the guy is an amazing designer, but he's not in the delivery part of things, and he wastes days and days and weeks of his time going through the supply chain and struggling with sort of getting products made. So that's very, very important. Those 3 elements, remember that and find the right people to help you with it. Let's move into the next section, which is actions. So first of all, do the best you can, but do it cleverly. Don't be a dumbass and start doing things on a whim. So you're the only person who can be 100% honest to yourself and tell you how much of your idea or what you're doing is bullshit and how much of it is real. So question your own actions and then move forward with sincerity and open eyes. Then remove your emotions from your tasks, because when you're working on something and you're really passionate about it, there's a good chance you are going to end up letting your emotions take over and think, yes, this is a great idea, I am so good at this, I'm going to make it. You have to always sit back and question, who is going to buy my stuff? What am I doing this for? What's the end game? Do I have an exit plan? Once you've created something, can you sell it? What happens if you die? Can your family take over? Can you, I don't know, sell it and retire somewhere when you're old and you don't want to carry on doing the same thing? So all of those things you need to think about and have an exit plan. Businesses are not businesses if they don't have an exit plan and they can't be sold. They're just hobbies that make you money. So remember that. Then stop looking at money. I'm saying don't waste money, but also stop worrying about, okay, how much money will this thing make? If you're really passionate about something and if you're good at it, money will come. Money is a byproduct of success. So once you've defined that your success is money, then money will come. If your success was more time with your family, then you have to sacrifice certain things, and it may be that you're sacrificing some of your money for that. And while you're building a business, or while you're building your success, Be frugal. Don't waste your money. Live below your means. Most people get carried away. When you're working hard, it's very easy to think, oh, I need to give myself a present because I've worked so hard, I deserve it. No, you don't really deserve anything, because there are millions and billions of people on this planet who work really, really hard just to have food on the table and clean water. So you don't really deserve it. It's just that, yes, if you can afford it, if it's something you can have on the side, yeah, sure, go for it. But don't go crazy with it. You will need that money to work on your success. It could be business, it could be time with your family, it could be retiring early, it could be anything. But so don't go crazy with money. Now, when you're going through the actions, it's very important to research and find out where you sit in the marketplace. You might have an amazing idea and it may be groundbreaking, it may be the world's best thing, but if no one's interested in it, there's no point creating it or spending time building it. Maybe people will want it in 50 years time, but you won't be around. So by all means, if you have the option, copyright it, patent it, whatever, but you have to research and find out whether your idea is worth it. And then you execute it and see whether it's worked. Then you measure your success. You set yourself some baselines and say, this is what I will achieve. So let's say you think that, okay, if I sell 1,000 units or 100,000 units of this product, I will consider myself successful. And this is the period that I want to do it in. So make sure you write those things down and measure yourself at those periods, because you need to know whether you are achieving your goals. And once you've done that, then you do some more research, see what's in the marketplace, who else is doing this, what are your competitors doing, all that. Then change your strategy and then execute again. And it's like a cycle. You keep going through this over and over again. But also innovate, branch out, diversify. If you put all your eggs in one basket, you'll be stressed. So, for example, if you have a clothing business and you're just making one type of item, that's risky. So diversify. Make sure you understand how the world works. There are different types of people with different tastes, and a lot of the people in this world think that you make money by selling expensive things to rich people. They're so deluded. 97% of the world's population is not rich, only 3%. Let's say you have a product and you want to sell it to the 97%, which is the masses, and you sell it for £1. And you think, gosh, I want to sell it for £10 to the rich people. So there are only 3 in that percentage ratio. So you'll make £30, but if you sell it to the masses, you'll make £97. Therefore, all these companies like Aldi and Lidl and many others, Tesco and supermarket chains, they have very small profit margins and they sell it to the masses, and that's why they make money. Unless you're a very niche, very specific, very high bespoke business that is very, very desirable, like Hermes or Chanel or Dior. These are fashion brands which are desirable by really, really rich people. Then yes, but it will take you a lot of investment, a lot of time, and it's not going to make you enough money, and it's still a very risky business. So my recommendation is focus your ideas and things onto the masses, because that's where you will get money, and you don't have to rip them off. I'm not saying by any means rip people off. People are not stupid. Eventually they'll find out. It's good to be honest, good to be reasonable, and provide amazing service to your customers. I always say that the customer is the most important person. If you can't respect your customer, you should not be in any kind of business. Actually, you shouldn't be in a job, because every job, everything is about customer service. But there's one thing that's more important than your customer, and a lot of people will know this, and a lot of people will be like, what is more important than your customer? And that's your employees. In all the work that I always do, my employees come first and my customers come second, because if you love and take care of your employees and you really look after them, they will look after your customers, because they know they are valued. And this is something that most people, most businesses, most organizations forget. Who is running their organization? It's not the customer. The customer might be paying the bills, but it's the people in your company, and they forget them, and therefore the businesses fail, and you never get good staff, and you can't retain good staff. Very, very important thing to do. And yeah, so diversify and follow these steps. If you have any more questions, let me know. I can make a part 3 of this. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hope this was useful.